It's a chilly evening in Boulder, Colorado. Brad Feld and Jason Mendelson sit across a worn wooden table staring at a dense, jargon-packed term sheet. Startup founders are all around them, wide-eyed, trying to decode what looks like a contract from another planet. But Brad and Jason, they see beyond the alphabet soup. They know the hidden dance behind every venture deal where numbers, control, and trust collide. What if you could learn their insider moves to crack the code? You might think a term sheet is just a dry legal doc, but it's really the heartbeat of any venture deal, amplifying tensions between founders and investors or creating harmony. Understanding its power is like discovering hidden code in a video game. In one memorable Boulder meeting, a startup founder named Tina almost got blindsided. Brad watched as she fought for her company's control against savvy VCs pushing convertible notes. Tina's story reveals how a term sheet isn't just paperwork, it's a battleground where every comma can change your startup's fate. Think of term sheets like a blueprint for a house. You don't just pick walls and windows, you decide who gets the keys, the power to renovate, and the right to sell. This blueprint outlines not just money but control, preferences, and future rules, a dynamic contract that shapes your company's very foundation. Here's the kicker: negotiate the term sheet well, and you don't just get funding, you set your startup up to thrive with aligned incentives. Brad and Jason show that mastering this art transforms founders from hopeful dreamers to savvy players steering their own destiny. Money talks, but in venture deals it often whispers secrets. From valuations to liquidation preferences, the economic terms hide traps and treasures. Know them well, and you'll see who's really holding the chips. Brad shares a story about a startup called VibeTech, which achieved a soaring $10 million valuation, only to watch investors walk away with outsized returns thanks to tricky liquidation preferences. That moment opened founder Gerald's eyes to how valuation alone doesn't tell the full story. Economic terms can flip the narrative after the exit. Imagine your slice of pie suddenly shrinking, not because the bakery got smaller, but because new, special guests got priority slices first. Liquidation preferences act like VIP guests who get paid before anyone else. They can be lifesavers or nightmares, tipping the economics heavily in investors' favor if founders aren't careful. Anti-dilution clauses are like shock absorbers for your ownership in future down rounds. Brad compares them to your car's airbags, ideally never deployed but invaluable when markets crash. Knowing how to negotiate these terms can keep your equity from getting crushed under pressure. Venture money's not just about cash, it's control. Voting rights, board seats, protective provisions, they're the backstage levers deciding who drives your startup's future. Miss this and your dream can slip away quietly. Jason recalls a dramatic boardroom showdown where a founder, Raj, faced down investors trying to replace the CEO weeks before product launch. That experience highlights board seats, real power, not just perks for investors but strategic control points that can make or break your startup's direction. Protective provisions act like silent alarms in your boardroom, giving investors veto power over major decisions like selling the company or issuing new shares. It's like having a secret switch that can stop a train in its tracks. Knowing when to concede these helps founders keep crucial control while attracting capital. Founders often misunderstand that control isn't black or white. It's a shade of gray negotiation. Brad and Jason stress that founders must map out goals clearly, deciding upfront which controls are sacred and where they can flex. This mindset turns unpredictable power struggles into aligned partnerships. Remember Tina from that chilly Boulder night? She walked out not just with investor cash but with the keys to her company's future because she cracked the term sheet code. You're holding the same script. So next time you face that mountain of legal jargon, pause, don't just sign. Ask yourself, what moves can I make to own my startup story? Try this. Before your next deal, outline your top 3 control must-haves and negotiate from strength. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.